We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Niners at 1-15 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels. Because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. They enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
On play action, Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Allen. Terry McLaurin, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Cooper will come in motion right. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now 3rd down and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. These two teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with the Rams coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen on the move, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
And that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Allen going to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Watson now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Finding room at midfield. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 30. 23 yards to pick up there.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Cooper will go in motion. First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And no timeout.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
It's fielded at the 45. pushing through the contact. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! David Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away now. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Allen. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this serious because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Derek Brown in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Badgley's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
Here's Watson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
2nd and 10. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete. It's Okuwobunom. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Jackson to return. So possession goes over here on. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Allen's throw taken in by Palmer. Still on his feet. He may go. Touchdown, Allen! Trey Palmer, 87 yards. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49ers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
To throw on second is Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing now is Allen. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 1 second, all that remains. Muscles him off. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Again, it's Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit. Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Allen. Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown. Drake London, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That third down conversion good for 23. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who's one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Now a stoppage here for an injured player, and it's David Montgomery who is struggling a bit. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's Watson. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
26.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will grab the first down. 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue. So first and 10 now from the 30.
26.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watson off play action. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Nakobe Dean from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jordan Addison, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Ventrell in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Allen. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Mims in motion right.
24! 24!
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To the air, Allen. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Here's Johnny Hanker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
54! 59, 59! 55!
Here's Watson. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Watson. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Montgomery will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone, and the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen. That's caught by Palmer. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Allen. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let one go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his own. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
To throw is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Well, on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for San Francisco, things will end on an up note as they finish the season with a victory, but it was a season to forget as they wind up just 2-15. And they will enter this offseason with more questions than answers. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's a tough loss to take as they'll finish things off at 9-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.